earlier this offseason, his camp came out and said that Russell Wilson might be demanding a trade. There were rumors that were flying in Seattle about this, but it was cleared up this week when Carlos Dunlap told reporters that Russell Wilson said that he will be back for the Seattle Seahawks next year and does not plan to seek a trade, putting an end to all the rumors, putting an end to the speculation that he might go to Minnesota, that he might go to Dallas, that he might go everywhere else in the NFL, because we love to speculate in the offseason. But Russell Wilson staying put, and I did a video where I talked about, the fall of the Seahawks dynasty and why Russell Wilson actually should be asking for a trade. It doesn't look like that's happening. Andrew, what do you think about this? Should Russell have made the decision to stay in Seattle, or should he just have used his leverage and said, I want out?
You know what? I think Russell, I mean, at this point, I don't, what's funny is people have always been like, there's this thing about Russ where it's always let Russ cook. Let Russ cook. And I don't think the let Russ cook thing was always necessarily like a Russ carries that team, because realistically, they haven't been the same team since the Legion of Boom dissolved. Like, the defense is nowhere near that level. And I do think Russ is a very talented quarterback. But at the same time, I don't see him fitting anywhere. Like, I don't see him stepping in. It's the same situation with like Rodgers, where like if Aaron Rodgers were to leave Green Bay, he's got to make sure he's going to a team that's got a top 5 defense. And all those teams that have that caliber defense already have a quarterback, a lot younger, face of the franchise quarterback. So do I think Russ should ask for a trade? I mean, he can ask for that trade. Where are they going to send him? I mean, I don't know where Russ's preferred landing spots are. And I don't know how he would fit. Like, he was never really a pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? He was more of a scrambler. He doesn't scramble as much anymore. But as you see, dude, when he only scrambles really in the fourth quarter. And as you see, they're not like that. That's his most effective. He's most effective when he's scrambling, which he doesn't do as much anymore. And as you see, dude, they have not been the same with him doing that. Like, so I don't know where he would fit in. I mean, I guess he's a taller Kyler Murray, but do you honestly think Arizona would move on from Kyler Murray to bring that guy in? I don't.
Hell no. And they're in the division, so that would probably never happen anyway. But I mean, for me, like in the video I did, I mentioned how the Seahawks, they literally piece by piece tore that team apart. And Pete Carroll played a huge part in it because he basically pissed off all the best players on that team. Pissed off Marshawn Lynch when he didn't give him the ball at the 1-yard line. He pissed off Earl Thomas, obviously. He flipped him off. That was his parting gift to Pete Carroll. He flipped him off before he went to Baltimore and then, became the best tag team partner a brother could have. But you saw repeatedly, though, these players kept leaving. You saw repeatedly his players called him out in the media when they left. So there became a culture where Pete Carroll became toxic. We know that a big problem that Russell Wilson was with Pete Carroll's son, who's on the coaching staff. So I think there's too many dots there that connect. There's too many things there that connect back to Pete Carroll that show the situation has to be right now at this point. You have to choose if you're the Seahawks organization. Are you choosing Russ or are you choosing Pete Carroll, and who's your future? And it's obviously Russ. And if the Seahawks don't realize that, then it's up to Russ to take it into his own hands and say, look, we were supposed to have a dynasty, and we had all the potential to, but it was because of this coach. It was because of the ineptitude of this ownership for keeping this coach. Even after all the bullshit that he put us through, it was up to this organization to keep that core together. We weren't able to do it, and it primarily falls on that coach. So, ultimatum: Pete Carroll leaves, or I am publicly demanding a trade, and I'm out of here. And I know Russell Wilson isn't the type of person to do that, take that harsh action. He'll have his people do it though, which is fine, as long as the message gets across that either the Seahawks need to move on and find a coach that actually the players actually like and that people want to play for, or he has to move on. And he was like, I will start anywhere. But the fact that they ruined the dynasty that the Seahawks should have had, Like there's no way that team should only have one Super Bowl. It's a travesty that that team does not have one, that has only one Super Bowl. Because they had too much talent. They just had way too much talent not to.
And they haven't been since.
No, yeah, they have not been the same since. It's been solely on Russ's shoulders, and they've given him nothing. They like, wait, oh yeah, how long? How much longer is he supposed to just like keep heaving the ball up for Tyler Lockett as his only receiver? Right? Like Doug Baldwin isn't even there anymore because he had to retire. So there's nobody else surrounding him.
He's got Metcalf.
Okay, yeah, DK Metcalf came on last year, but like still, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same. The defense is virtually non-existent on that team. Like Russell's arguably the best defensive player on that team because he's playing so much offense. Like literally, it makes no sense that the Seahawks have not gotten rid of Pete Carroll at this point. It's made no sense that the Seahawks have, or Russell Wilson honestly has not asked for a trade. And again, I know he's not that type of player. I know he doesn't want to ruffle feathers. But at some point, for the best for your career, for the Seahawks organization, dude, this might be a wake up call for them to be like, hey, mate, we gotta do right by the guy who literally is the franchise. We have to do right by him. So, like I said, if I was Russ, I would have done something different. But he seems content to keep going forward and keep playing in Seattle. Hopefully, they fix it. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.